Hey, this is JC. Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban lifestyle and jungle survival. Today we're going to have a look at an EDC knife from Kizer. This is the Nice Guy. First, if you watch this channel regularly but have not subscribed, please do so to help the channel out. And if you'd like to support the channel even more, do check out my shop links in the pinned comment or description below. You can even join as a channel member for exclusive content. Thanks a lot. So, I have quite a few Kizer knives and I think they are a great brand. In recent years, they've really upped the game in terms of design and the materials that they use. No longer basic steels, they are moving up in terms of the premium steels. So this particular knife is an EDC knife and caught my eye because it's just that, right? It's designed as a EDC friendly knife and I'll explain why it appeals to me in just a bit. Now, I got this knife on the secondary market, so shout out to Nicholas here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, who sold it to me. Perfect conditions, basically like new, everything intact, and this is the knife. Very simple in form and function, in fact nothing fancy whatsoever, but even in its simplicity I think it comes together well. It is a flipper deployment, nice drop point blade, and it's just a nice, more EDC friendly knife. Now, there are many versions of this knife in terms of the blade steels and the handles. So this particular one has Nitro V blade steel as well as aluminum handles. So that's really nice. So it also comes in micarta and I believe carbon fiber as well. So I really like the feel, I like the look. I don't have many knives with aluminum handles, and this chamfered look over here, right? The edges just makes it look really nice. All right, before I talk about the knife, let's just talk about some specs. So the blade length is 2.84 inches, the handle length is 3.86 inches, overall length is 6.7 inches. Now the weight is 2.85 ounces or just over 80 grams. So it is very lightweight, but I won't say it's so lightweight that you find it too light to use. It's got just that nice balance, I think, of a heft for this size knife. The blade thickness is 2.5 inches thick. As mentioned, it's a Nitro V blade. This is basically a full flat grind or a really high saber grind. Drop point blade, really good in terms of urban EDC. Generally, if you're doing light to medium use, this knife would definitely suffice. There's jimping at the top right here, and then also this forward jimping over here, which is quite interesting. I guess if you're going to do some kind of a draw cut, that can help. Not really aggressive jimping, but I think just good enough. Even if you're doing really hard cuts, maybe you might find it not aggressive enough, but for my use and what I'll use this knife for, urban EDC, which is essentially light tasks, this would be perfectly fine. Now, this is aluminum. Are there any liners? Let's see if I can have a look inside. No liners that I can see, only the liner lock, right? So you get the aluminum body, that's where you get the rigidness for the knife. There is a pocket clip, virtually deep carry, as you can see, reversible if you want. There's a lanyard hole, and this is a liner lock. So that's a pretty good lockup, and centering is nice as well. So why do I like a knife like that? Well, because it's non-threatening. It is a nice size. For me, urban EDC, I generally want to stick with 3 inches and below, and something that doesn't look threatening. Let's just show you some comparisons. So the Spyderco Para 3, it is 3 inches. I love this knife, but yes, definitely screams murder, death weapon in public. If you had to whip this out, I think some people will be alarmed. However, something like this, I think, is less threatening. So if you want to do some, I guess, more direct comparisons, this is the Ontario Rat 2, also a very popular EDC knife. 3 inches in blade length. This is even less wide in terms of the blade, so also non-threatening. A very underrated EDC knife, in my opinion, is this Civivi Altus. I have no idea why it's so underrated. I think it's just so pretty elegant and also non-threatening. Maybe a bit more threatening because of that almost spear point blade, but generally I think you can see they're all about the same size, and this form factor really appeals to me. So there are quite a lot of videos on this knife, so I don't want to dwell too much on the specs and function and stuff like that. Let's talk about the carability of this knife. Obviously, this easily goes into your pocket. You have that almost deep carry pocket clip, so that works very well. Let's talk about EDC pouches, and I have one over here. This is something I carry fairly often, and this is kind of my standard setup. It is a leather pouch. It's got a flashlight, a pen, and I carry my Pioneer X A-locks in it. So everything fits very nicely, and I think just the aesthetic looks very well as well. It doesn't take up much space, can fit in my pocket or a pouch. Now, something like that could technically fit this knife. Right, it's a bit of a tight fit simply because it's kind of form fitted to this, but yes, if I really wanted to push it in, it would fit all the way. It's a bit tight mainly because of this flipper tab. So take note, if you're buying a leather pouch and you measure the width of the pocket, or if you look at the product specs, be sure to make sure there's more give, because if it's just fitting, you might not have enough give due to the thickness of the knife. Now, this knife, the Nice Guy, is not thick. You can see it's about 3/4 the thickness of this A-Lux Pioneer X, but still, because of the flipper tab, it's a tight fit. So I personally won't fit it in this, but it will fit nicely in terms of the look. So let's talk about a nylon pouch. So this is by Viper Aid, and I've done a video on this. You can check it out in the link in the card above or description below. So I use this quite a bit. Really very rugged, heavy duty. It's got enough slots and compartments for me just to keep everything. So I do have a flashlight there, and of course this slot is big enough and fits very well. And that fits very nicely, I think, in terms of the look and just that portability. So definitely I could see myself carrying it this way as part of my EDC setup. And finally, let's have a look at another pouch. This is by the art company. It's the Rambler. So it's a very small, just 2-slot pouch. So I have a flashlight. This is a AAA flashlight. And this one goes in just like that. And you can see it slots in. This I could turn. And I do have quite a neat package here. Still a bit of space because this can take up to about a 3.5-inch knife quite comfortably. But we have this. I probably push it even more. Yeah, that fits well. If you have a 3.5-inch knife, it would pop out just a bit. So you get a very nice package here. If you do not like to have loose items in your pocket, or just want to have your EDC items just together, that works very well. So that's how you could carry this particular knife. I think generally just watch out for that flipper tab in terms of the thickness, but other than that, just a great portable knife. Yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I'll definitely rotate this into my EDC. But what do you think of this Kizer Nice Guy? Do you own it? Do you own other variations? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.